Hey, welcome back, boys and girls. So, as a low-budget player or a free player, if you manage to win a Graviton beam of any kind, this is basically what I did to finish my specialisation spree. So it was 25 matches where you had to place most valuable player. So, yeah, a little bit grueling if you tried to do this with your main hangar. But we'll get in and see what I did and enjoy the video. Okay, boys and girls, this is the Mech Arena Fiddler crab in its natural habitat. You will see it's got one big claw on the right-hand side. So the real-life Fiddler crabs have one big claw for the male. The females only have the two little claws. So that's why this thing I've nicknamed the Fiddler crab. Sorry, that's a pretty poor example of my Steve Irwin voice. But that is why I nicknamed it the Fiddler crab. I did a little bit of research on the Fiddler crab. Like I said, males have the one big claw and the females have the two smaller claws. So that's why I went with this. This weapon does look like a big claw. This is the Graviton beam 16. So, yeah. A lot of the things that you really need to do when you're running something like this, drop down to accommodate the lack of power that you do have with this weapon, was just to do a lot of corner shooting. And as you can see there, I got hit with a bunch of Javelin 4s, I think. I don't really know. It took a lot of damage out of me. Like, it took a lot of armor out of me. So, yeah, you had to be really sort of tactical with this. There are a few tactical things that I do point out with this. This thing is not an OP build, of course. It's not something that you really see a lot of people run end game, even as a maxed out mech. But it still is a little bit of fun. There are a few things that probably could be buffed, like the, coffee, like the turret. The turret could do a little bit more damage. The speed of this mech could be a little bit better as well, because this thing at 14 kilometers an hour is one of the slowest mechs in the game. And as a matter of fact, it's equal last with one of the biggest mechs in the game, which is the Brick House. So both of those mechs are equal path to being the slowest mechs of Mech Arena. Of course, the Brick House has a lot more to offer than the Arachnos. So yeah, definitely there are a few things that could be buffed. We'll sign out on that for a minute and keep going with the gameplay. And I'll point out a few things as I keep going. Enjoy. Okay, so we've had a little bit of a play. We'll talk a bit more about the Arachnos, or my so named the Fiddler crab. But one thing I would really like to see happen with this mech, and it really would need a couple of buffs. One of the buffs I think that would really help this mech is maybe just to have a second or third turret, just like you have with, say, the Cheetah. So there are 3 mines, you could drop 2 or 3 turrets and you could actually defend something. That could also do a little bit more damage, and you'll see that in a later part of this video, how much damage they really don't do. Although I will say that it is only a 3-star mech. So, well, that game's down, so we'll see what we did. As I said, this is SP drop, 13 kills, but this really did help clear some of the tasks. So that was the whole aim of running this thing, was just to clear the tasks for the Graviton being specialisation spree. I've been getting a little bit bored lately, so I thought, you know what, I'll give this thing a little bit of a feature on my hangar for a bit. So, hey, it's on a video now. So this map is one of my favourite. I actually do like this map a fair bit. There's a couple of good vantage points, but there is a lot of cover and stuff too. Not so much from mortars, but just from other situations. Sort of ambush and things like that. So here we go, little turrets going. Come on, go, go, go. Oh, a turret kill! Oh, another turret kill! Oh, wow! Go, little fella! Yeah. So the turret's actually pretty fun when it does kill stuff. It doesn't do a great deal of damage. It's more of a More of like a head game type thing rather than an actual thing that helps you. Okay, one thing I really do like about this map is just some of the options for high ground. So this is a pretty good option here. Just sitting up on the high ground and just picking things off down on the little, I guess you call it like the tiny little plains. Not really. This does look pretty cool with the spider sort of climbing up the side of this mountain here. Although you can't actually climb walls with this thing, you can get just about every mech up here. I do it, like I said with the caption, I do it with my Ares a fair bit. It's quite a good spot to sit, especially when you're running in areas with archetypes. You tend to miss a lot of the forward armor. Not so much with this thing, although I do run wide targeting, so I can't really pick where exactly I hit the robot. Whereas with something like using vertical targeting, you can pick hitting legs and stuff like that, and you'll bypass forward armor. So I'm still planning on trying to do a video showing the differences between the two targeting systems, but it's, I don't really want to give false information. So I'll do a bit of practice with that sort of targeting. But yeah, like I said, good vantage point up here. I do like this map for this. You can get any mech up here, as I just showed you. You can walk up the side there, and it is good for taking out things on the ground. Okay, so I did mention it before about throwing the turret off a cliff. There's my little turret. That's that little blue dot that you just seen down there on the ground. So it will land on the ground, and you can chuck it down there, and it'll do bee stings on something that you don't have to go and attack. Anyway, that's the second one down. Just showing a couple of different maps. So there's a 14 kill. That was an AI build. Sorry, an AI run. So yeah. We'll change our costume now. A new shell. So I've shedded our shell because Fiddler crabs, like every other crab, shed their shell when they start to grow, and they do grow, and they outgrow their shell. So here's my new shell. I won this from the crate rush, obviously. So yeah. This little point here is actually not bad. A lot of the time, you can sit here with it, with the Ares, or you can sit here with your Panther and just kill anything down here. But with this, I'm just sitting here corner shooting and just picking off what I can. Not doing such a great job either because I keep dropping targets. Although there's the first blood. Nice. Okay, so I will take this opportunity to point something out. So across the 3 videos, you'll notice that the pilot's changed a bit. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm using that pilot for this build. In actual fact, I'm not. I'm just putting the pilot on a mech to train it up. So while I was doing my SP drop and then clearing my tasks, I try and do some other things in the background. So training up a pilot is one of those things. With training up a pilot, you don't even need to drop the pilot into the game. So that it just needs to be on a mech in your hangar, and it will acquire experience. But you know, if it was going to be the only pilot that I was going to run with this, and this was a new sniper pilot that I did win from the last playoff. So I've won a few things lately, which is great. But yeah, I'm sitting him on here while I'm doing my SP drop and clearing my specialisation spree, so he may as well train up while I'm at it. I do this a fair bit in my hangar, so I've had a few jokes thrown at me from a particular player in my clan about running javelins with a sniper pilot and running running the wrong implants and all that sort of stuff, but he's really just to train the pilot up. Okay, so we need to kill that thing over in the corner there, because that's a mortar build, and that is one of the biggest threats you've got when you drop down to this level of gameplay, because a lot of the players that have been here for a while will vaguely remember that when you first entered the game, you got mortars. And there's our little tactic about throwing the turret off a cliff again. It's not much of a cliff, but hey, and then move back and just stay out of view of the AI, because if they can't see the body of your mech, they won't shoot at you. But as you've seen, they did shoot at me, so I didn't move it back enough. Arachnos is kind of hard to hide. Will say too that at this level there's no Zephyrs and no Surges, so it's another good reason to drop down and just do your tasks, because you don't get locked up every second of the bloody match. In saying that too though, it does hinder one of the mech tasks here, because you'd have to do damage to Surges with the turret. But anyway, here we go. How do we end up? We ended up with 14 kills and 3 beacons with an Arachnos. 3 beacons with the slowest mech in the game. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it helps you clear some of your specialisation sprees later on. If you did manage to clear this one, there is a day or so left on this, so if you get a chance to watch the video, take it into account, and good luck. Anyway, I'll catch you next time, and I will hopefully not be speed dropping in the next one, but we'll see. I'll catch you next time, and enjoy your gameplay. See you guys.